What else? What else we got?
Steven,
Yes.
I
Hi, Federico.
yes, I just want to ask you about literacy and the importance of early intervention. So I think our schools are now doing a good job in helping at-risk students and succeed at becoming proficient readers. So if the early grades, kindergarten, first grade, they find that the kids are not able to read, they start this intervention that is based on the 3 cueing system, which is not actually a science-based approach. So I want to hear from you what you think about early intervention, literacy, and the science-based approach in reading.
Thank you, Federico, for that question. So, and I see Miriam Fine is on the call. Miriam is a literacy expert, so she can correct me if I get anything wrong. Let me start by saying that literacy education is what woke me up in the first place to some of the flaws in Brookline's education system. It was really when my daughter was struggling to read that I started looking around and wondering, I just sort of assumed it would all fix itself when I got here. That's what I thought public education in Brookline was all about. And it didn't. And then I started listening to the Emily Hanford stuff that Meghna Chakrabarty was sending around, and the light bulb went off. And I had worked on literacy programs too, but it hadn't occurred to me I hadn't put the pieces together. We need to, the science is that there needs to be a phonics-based education. We mostly know this, but there's still the vestiges of some of the investments, I think, that the district made in some other curricula and content that is not a phonics-based approach. And I think clever students will find workarounds, and then those workarounds will become ingrained. And then when a phonics foundation is needed by around first or second grade, it's a really deep groove, and it's hard to shake them out of it. And it requires a really methodologically sound intervention and time to change. It's really frustrating to me that we are not able to provide, for most people, I think our literacy education works just fine, because most kids are able to build that phonics foundation and to use those complementary approaches as well. But for the kids who have special needs when it comes to reading or writing, it's a disaster. And we need to be able to, right now we're looking at new screeners that we need to select screeners with a strong data body of evidence behind them. But I think we also need to increase our district's capacity to deal with students who have reading disability, who have special needs around reading as well. I mean, we have some, but a lot of parents go out of district, and a lot of parents, I think, struggle mightily where if we do more investing in our district's ability to provide that education, it wouldn't be quite the struggle. So that's my thing about this. This one strikes me pretty deeply. What do you think, Federica?